What's up, everybody? I'm here with my not so long awaited review of REC2. If you haven't seen REC1 or my first video, go check out my first video first, and make sure you see REC1 before you watch this video because there are going to be some spoilers. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds. So REC2 basically starts off where the first film left off. We find ourselves with a SWAT team, and they're about to be inserted into this apartment building. And, that sets up the cameras because all the SWAT guys have, cameras on their helmets and stuff. They get set up with this medical specialist. They're going to go into the building and find out what the heck's going on. Of course, we already know what's going on inside the building because we watched the first movie. And this is where the first spoiler is going to be. This movie, I really liked it because when you watch the first one and the second one back to back, it's like a 3-hour movie. I mean, it fits seamlessly with the first movie, basically. And that's the first thing I liked about it. You get to find out more about the zombies / demon infected. And, if you haven't seen the first movie, it's not really zombies. It's more like a demon infection. And we find out how the whole thing works. And that's the first thing I liked about the first movie is that we find out how it got started. I like about this one, too, is that we find out more about it. They actually explain stuff. It's kind of nice. And being a good old Catholic school boy myself, I really like the demon possession zombie mix thing. Works really well because it allows your zombies to talk. It allows all kinds of cool little things that you can't have in a regular zombie movie. Action-wise, it's a little bit ramped up with the action because this time it's a SWAT team and the guys have machine guns, so they're able to, have machine gun fire with the zombies. A little more video game-ish, which is a little bit of a critique, but the action's a little better than the first one. The scares are about the same, are on par. There's some blood. Another thing they kind of do that is pretty interesting, I'm not 100% sure if I liked it, but it doesn't hurt, definitely, is they have the found footage of the SWAT team, and then halfway through the movie, or about 20 minutes in, they intersect like another storyline. It's kind of cool because it's like two storylines of found footage being crossed together. And so you get to see someone else's point of view of the first 10 minutes of the movie or first 20 minutes of the movie or whatever. And then at one point, the two stories like intersect. Kind of interesting the way they do that. It's a nice, interesting twist without having to add anything really to the story. And as we come to the end of the film, it keeps ratcheting it up. So all the way from the first film, it's just kind of ratcheting up. And, it's if you watch both these films together and you watch the third film, you're kind of sad the way they took it because you're probably expecting a little more if you watch the first two films. Hopefully in the fourth film they get there. But let me get to my criticisms of REC2 because there's really a lot to like, but I'm going to mention some negative stuff. I gave the first one like a 5 out of 5. This one isn't going to be quite as high because a couple of little things. First of all, you have the second storyline that crashes into the first storyline. It works, but some of the characters they bring in on that I thought was a little bit cheesy. There's some firework killing of zombies, which, I don't know. Can a firework really kill somebody unless it's like super powerful? I don't know. That kind of bugged me, but, what bugged me most is when I watched it the first time, I hadn't seen the third movie, of course. When I watched it the second time or third time now, I've seen this third movie already. And it bugged me a little bit that I saw some shades of the third movie. You can only see them if you watch the third movie and then go back and watch the second movie. But yeah, on some points the zombie demon things are like talking, and I thought that just started bumping up on that cheesiness almost a little too cheesy. It wasn't too cheesy to ruin it for me, but I started feeling it bumping on the too cheesy. And then the very end of the movie, they get into some more. And what's funny is when I was thinking of it, to get off track a little bit, Grave Encounters 2 ripped off a lot from REC2. Man, when I was watching, I was like, God, the whole entire Grave Encounters 2, the ending is very similar to REC2. But yeah, they get a little more out to the supernatural, a little more into the demon possession thing by the end of the film. And I liked that. But I thought the demons being able to talk through the children and stuff, you're starting to bump on that cheesiness. Overall, the film is great, especially when you put it with one or two together. I mean, that's some of the best 3 hours you're going to get of infected, zombie, whatever the hell you want to call it, demon possession shit you're going to find. So my final grade for REC2 is probably 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, it was just bumping on that cheesiness a little bit. Overall, though, it's still a great film. I highly recommend you watch 1 and 2 together. If you've seen 1 already and you haven't seen 2 for some crazy reason, go out and see it, because if you liked 1, you're going to love 2. 3 was a disappointment in retrospect. It's still better than an average zombie film, but 3 in comparison to 1 and 2 is like, So hopefully with 4, they kind of bring it back, but I have a feeling they're going to kind of get into Resident Evil territory for some fucking reason, just the promotional artwork I've seen and stuff. I don't know. Whatever. Give me your opinion. If you've seen all 3 REC films, let me know what you think for REC Apocalypse down below. I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully I haven't rambled on too long. Let me know what you think of the REC films, blah, 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 blah. And hopefully more Halloween stuff. And hopefully more zombie stuff for Halloween 2013. Does that sound cheesy? Yeah, okay. All right. See you guys. Bye.